All right, let's dive right in. Today we're talking about a really powerful and honestly a kind of difficult truth. It's an idea that cuts right to the core of what it means to take charge of your own life, and it's summed up perfectly right here.
Just let that sink in for a second. It's a stark realization, isn't it? It's that quiet, sinking feeling you get when you finally understand that the cavalry you've been secretly hoping for, well, they're not on their way. We have this fantasy, right? That some perfect, wise mentor is just going to show up at the exact right moment and hand us the secret map to success. But you know what? Life rarely works like that. And it's the same deal with opportunity. We wait for that one perfect door to just swing open, the one with zero risk attached. We keep telling ourselves, oh, I'll start when, but that perfect moment, it's a complete myth. And oh man, this one. The idea that we'll just wake up one morning magically filled with this unstoppable motivation that never fades. But motivation is just an emotion. It's awesome when it's there, but it's super unreliable.
So here's the bottom line. The responsibility, and way more importantly, the power. It's all on you. Real, lasting change doesn't come from the outside. It's an inside job, period.
This brings us to something I like to call the waiting trap. And it's exactly what it sounds like, this dangerous, quiet little lie we tell ourselves that just keeps us completely stuck.
Does any of this look familiar? I bet it does. We wait for the economy to get better, for our boss to finally notice us, for our partner to be more supportive, or maybe we're just waiting to feel like it. We create this huge checklist of perfect conditions that have to be met before we'll even start.
And here's the tough part. While we're busy waiting for all the stars to perfectly align, the clock just keeps on ticking. The world does not hit pause for us.
And this right here is the brutal truth. While you're sitting on the sidelines, other people with less talent, fewer resources, maybe even worse timing, they're already out on the field. They're building, they're learning, they're even failing their way forward. But at least they're moving. So why do we do it? Because waiting feels safe. It's cozy. It protects us from failure, from looking stupid, from feeling uncomfortable. But that safety is a total illusion. The real cost of waiting isn't failure. It's all the growth you miss out on.
Okay, so if waiting is the trap, what's the way out? Well, it all boils down to this next part, which is probably the most important piece of this whole puzzle. Making a massive mindshift shift from being a victim to being an owner. Look at the two sides here. The victim mindset is all about pointing fingers. It's not my fault. Nobody helped me. But the ownership mindset, it doesn't waste a single second on blame. Instead, it asks one simple, incredibly powerful question. Okay, what can I control? And I want you to really ask yourself that right now. If you strip away all the external stuff, all the noise, all the excuses, what are you truly in command of?
So let's be super clear about what's not on that list. You can't control your past. It's done. You can't control what other people think or do. Good luck with that. And you definitely can't control random luck. Trying to is just a recipe for frustration.
But this is the whole game. This is where your power is. You and only you control the effort you put in today. You control the habits you build. And you control every single decision you make from this moment on. Look, this is not about pretending challenges don't exist. They do. It's about recognizing that your true power isn't in changing the world around you. It's in mastering the world inside you. So, we've got the mindset sorted. But now, how do we actually put it into practice? This section is all about the how, a real tangible plan for taking back control and actually starting to save yourself. First things first, you have to get this. Motivation is emotional. It's a feeling that comes and goes. Discipline, on the other hand, is a decision. It's a system. It's what you do whether you feel like it or not. And this idea flips a huge misconception on its head. We think we need to feel confident before we can take action. But it's the exact opposite. Taking small, consistent actions, especially when you're scared, is what builds real, unshakable confidence. So here it is, your 5-step starting point. Step 1. Stop blaming, start building. Focus your energy on creating something. 2. Set up a simple daily routine. Put success on autopilot. 3. Do one hard thing every single day to push your comfort zone. 4. Commit to learning a skill, because skills give you leverage. And finally, number 5. Take total responsibility for your time. Treat it like the precious resource it is.
And here we are, full circle, back to that first line. But hopefully it feels different now. It's not a message of despair. It's a declaration of independence.
When you truly get it that nobody is coming, you're set free. You realize you don't need anyone's permission to go after your goals. You don't need to be rescued from your situation. And you absolutely do not need to wait for the right time to start building the life you want.
The power has been yours this whole time. You have the tools, you have the mindset. The only question left is the one you see right here. Are you ready to stop waiting and start saving yourself?